How did y'all like that portal yesterday? How did y'all like the portal? Did you feel it? The energy was so intense, right? As much as I wanted to get online and do a reading, I was busy. And that's the energy that's sweeping. Busy. I don't know about you all, but I'm excited. Never did I ever anticipate the power pellet that I felt. So, this reading is intended for those of you who stepped through the gateway of the 1111 portal with open hearts, minds, and a clear conscience. It's important, the clear conscience aspect of it. Guilt has no place in the new earth. I want you to know that. It doesn't. Guilt is a low vibrational energy. Remorse is not the same as guilt. But we are not going to, what I'm going to say, have a semantics conversation this early in the day. But what I will say is welcome. Welcome to the new earth. Whatever. It's the light. It shines. It's a focus on all the imperfections, if you will. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I love you. I do. You know what? Before we get into this, I got something I want y'all to try, right? I want you to go after the reading or whenever, the information will be here for you. Go listen to Jill Scott's He Loves Me, Lazelle E flat, right? And I want you to listen to it from the perspective of the universe because it opens with you love me, right? Not he, even though the song says he. There's very little reference to masculine energy throughout the course of the song, truly. But go listen to it from a cosmic sense and see and feel the rapture within it. It's different. It hits different. And you want some cosmic-ish. Archangels, Raphael, Michael, Metatron, Gabriel. Let's bring them out. Thank you very much for joining me. Standing guard, as you do. Let's get these messages out. For those of you who have stepped through the gateway, because that's what it was. It's more than a portal. It was more than that. The frequency shift. Ooh. For those of you experiencing ascension symptoms, it is getting stronger. Do your core work. I'm not kidding, because the energy rising, it's deep. It's deep. It's coming from the very first chakra. But the first, I'm not talking about your root. I'm talking about earth chakra, the one that connects you to Gaia. Because in order to transmute this energy to bring about the new earth, you have to connect with your mother. As above, so below. We've been getting the downloads. We are the force that brings about this change. We co-create. And so the force, the energy, the need, the awakening is shooting upward. You have both snakes very much awake and active. They are rising. The Kundalini energy has risen. Ooh. What is the message for those of us who have stepped through this gateway? Thank you, Holy Spirit. What is the message for us on the path of the new earth? Thank you so much. Earth School Messenger. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. As above, so below. See the dive to the earth? It's time to ground. Time to ask Gaia what it is she needs from us. It's more than just climate. Trust me, folks. They just discovered a new particle, a new element found deep within a diamond mine from within the earth under 450 miles beneath the Earth's surface. They found it once before, but they thought it was a fluke. It has now been confirmed. A new element. Do you get it? Deep cellular healing is on the bottom. Ooh. Anything else from this deck, Holy Spirit? Ooh. Yes, Archangel Metatron. I remember. Ooh. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. The bottom now has shifted. Whale, orca, ancestors, or elders rather. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. You have to step into the mission now. There's no more hiding. There's no more trying not to say what you need to say. Speak your truth, because you are now channeling messages directly from the cosmos. This is for those of us who step through the gateway. Don't stop yourself from speaking. Speak your truth. It is being guided and driven by something beyond us. I do want to see what Earth... Ooh. Power. Yes. Close one page off. It reads, Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning as a university, school, or training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the number one way that we grow as souls while we're here on earth. How are you being called to learn or grow? That's the question. That's what you need to ponder and mull over. I'm going to look at Messenger. This is a special message. I felt Archangel Metatron's presence arrive, and I pulled this card directly from that energy. So we'll look at this in a moment. This is separate. Okay? Messenger card reads, You're part of the lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet. I told you, New Earth. It's time. It's time. Like, do your jobs. Come on now. Get on board. To returning time and again to see the light. The crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in. To honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deeper reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and the feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on earth. Think of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It's a resurgence of the sacred within us all, a returning to the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. What did I say? As above, so below. Time to connect to the feminine. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your own life. The ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. The question, right? Inquiry. How are you being called to bring harmony to the life or the planet? I told you. How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? Told you. See the whale song? See, I have these ongoing sorts of conversations with folks. I've met so many people in recent time, right, to actually help me on my own personal journey. Now, we have to get beyond gender roles, right? We have to get beyond labels, because those labels are where we get into these spiritual tug of wars. We exist with both energies. I keep trying to explain this to people, like, masculine, feminine, light, dark. It's just balance. North, south. It's just balance. East, west. It's just balance. It's all about balance. It's not the label we choose. It is the truth. The truth is balance. We need both. In order to appreciate light, you must have darkness. In order to appreciate darkness, you must have light. It is just a contrast of balance. It takes two to create life, so it's like, all right, one within the other. And just to make sure the masculine energy, the physical masculine energy, the male, understood his true power and the creation within him, because he lacks a true womb, he was given both chromosomes, X and X and X and Y. Even though we are the battery, the powerhouse, the conduit in which life channels, it takes two. They were shown that within their own construct, it's no different than cold-blooded animals. They just discovered condors can, they can reproduce on their own. Like, they can shift as needed. Like, we are whole. We are not divided. We are whole at all times. By trying to separate, that's all it's doing. It's not the same as osmosis or mitosis or cell division. It's not that. The separation of the masculine and feminine is a true distortion of nature. Trying to make one person identify as this or that it's an affront to your very nature. It's an assault on your very nature, on the nature of humanity, of mankind, animal kind, all kind. It is an affront to separate. We are whole. We don't have to look like this and or that. We are whole. It is about expression of self, not programming. We are here to shift and eradicate the old programming. Be so comfortable in yourselves that you lead the way without trying. Share how you've evolved. You don't have to walk around saying, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a star. No. Share your journey. Share your experience. Share your maturation. Simplify it, because if you say certain, I know we're evolving, and it's not hard to find people like, oh, twin flames and star seeds and crystal children. No, listen, there are 7.7 billion people on this planet. We have to find language that is adaptable but universal, that will not cause confusion. We are not here to do the devil's work. As a matter of fact, we are here to override it. to show them the true source of power, true source of harmony. See, I told you we are here to eradicate this. So many people have gone through this, and they continue to go through it, but they are not alone. They coexist at all times. The darkness, the light. There is no eradication of one for the other. That is not real. That is a distortion of truth, of the truth. This is Christ consciousness. We are activating the light body of this planet. Do not be afraid of the changes that are happening. Those of you who have been here time and time again, you know already. This is why you don't fear. You don't believe the hype. You can't. It's impossible. They want you to believe so much that is a lie and a farce, but deep down you already know. Deep down you already know. This new element is, ooh, I can't, it begins with a D. I forget what it's called. Like, I literally just read it last night. I feel like, oh my, that is a sign we were waiting on. Y'all remember the fifth element? Give me a card to clarify these two. Earth, School, and Messenger. A time for healing, right? That's that releasing energy. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. I told you, it is now to step into your life purpose. You stepped through that portal. You went through the gateway. You've been called here to shift into the new earth, to bring folks here, to bring them to this frequency. You're not going to be able to keep it to yourself anymore. You're not. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Truly, thank you. It's time. Step out of your comfort zone. That means you can't, that means you got to check your insecurities first. They should be gone. It's all false. You should be ready for this jump. You should be begging for this jump. You should be able to tap in at this point and see with your third eye. You should be getting the downloads to let you know what's coming. You should be at a greater state of peace than you've ever been. This is amazing. Some of you actually need to look into how to convey, right? Some of you, you're good speakers, right? That's not it. But there's something about how to utilize what you've gone through to help others. You're still trying to figure it out because you're still holding on to it. The pain is still too close to the vest. Seriously. They're saying if it's time for healing, that's a time for releasing. Bosmotic moon phase is all about letting go. It's the end. It's over. So if you recognize that it was all part of the soul plan, right? There's no need. It's only harming you by holding on to it. You have no idea the directions and opportunities that open up the moment you release it. Now look, look. All right, let's use Christ for example, right? Like, let's go back to Yeshua, Jesus, right? Now think about, even though his birth was foretold and prophesied over and over and over again, right? And I'm only using the versions that y'all are most familiar with. I'm not even going to the deeper shit. I'm not doing it. For those of you who have read the Gnostics, you already know. That being said, I'm not. So foretold, planned, but he was still born under sketchy circumstances. Think about that. Immaculate conception. Who believes that? Even though Joseph was like, yo, like we good with this. We know, like, we was anyway. Born in the manger. I mean, come on. How many people you know had suspect starts? Maybe you had a suspect start. And ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Look, I always think about that scene from The Color Purple. I may be poor, I may be black, I may be ugly, but I'm still here. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't matter what people tell you you are, or even the lack of confidence. The reality is you are still here. You're stronger for what you've gone through. And half of you aren't even in that, even more than that, actually, in the same sort of vileness that Celie was in the Alice Walker book. It wasn't even that hard. So what you holding on to it for? Let it go. I literally had this conversation with somebody a while ago about how, you know what I mean, I just go with it. They're very, I mean, I'm methodical and analytical, blah, 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 right? We all are to a degree. But there's a need to listen to spirit. If spirit tell you to say something, you say something. And honestly, you're not worried about the consequences because it's all going to work out. A lot of folks can't get their head around that. I'm here for the experiences. So whether I fuck up or if I get it right, it's all good in the grand scheme of things, because I'm here for the experiences. Some of y'all on a very soulful level need to think about this. If you caught hell in this lifetime, right, you signed up for it. Now think about this. Meaning, maybe you spent so many others living lavishly, who knows? And this was like the last experience that you didn't have. That's a conversation between you and your higher self. Not for you in this world. That's a question for you and your higher self. You signed up for it, no matter how fucked up it was. You did. On a soul level. Because the human would never sign up for this, but the spirit signs up for a lot of shit. Because it's energy and it can never be destroyed. It only transmutes, so there is no fear. Mortality, human skin, it gives you fear. But fear is not natural. It was never given to you. Share. Share. Not from a place of boast. No, we humble. We humble with it. You know why? Because who much is given, much is required. It wasn't by chance. Them trials and tribulations, too much is given. There's a lot on that plate, wasn't it? Much is required. So if you caught hell, heaven comes. And you're here to bring about the shift. The old system is truly falling away. And you're here to help it happen. I always laugh when oh my gosh. I hate, do I want to? I'm not trying to shit on anybody's religion. I'm not. But boy, I tell you, they can get you really lost in the sauce. Having you feeling so unworthy. But you are. Why? Because Christ is your redeemer, not men. You stepping into that frequency. I'm excited. All I'm hearing is Beyonce's Halo. Halo. You must speak your truth. The throat chakra is being blown the fuck open. If you bite your tongue, you are doing your soul's journey, your soul's mission a disservice. Do not bite your tongue. Now I'm hearing with arms wide open. Wow. Firm foundation, destiny. Get the fuck out of here. Come on now. Come on now. It's time, y'all. It's time. There's the 4, the 1111. Firm foundation. You step, it's time. Like you literally, that's what you did yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. When you actively went through that portal, that gateway, you stepped through it with clear consciousness. Guess what you did? You stepped into your destiny. You literally stepped into your destiny. You're about to see the top of this mountain. I mean that. And when you get to the top of this mountain, you know what you're going to do? You're going to split that fucker in two. That's what I'm seeing. I'm literally seeing that. It's about to go down in the best way possible. Be grateful for the experience. Not just the lesson, the experience. There were so many steps in that journey. The experience. Life is the journey, not the destination. None of us truly know that. We live in our authentic truths to get us there. Oh my gosh, I gotta check the frequency, the Schumann resonance today. Like, y'all are operating in multiple dimensions right now. Those of you who step through that gateway, you are in literal multiple dimensions right now. You're right where you need to be. Y'all came here to study. You can't shift. You can't help unless you're a part of it, unless you see and experience what's going on. It's all coming together. Yes, Archangel. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let's see what we need to remember. Let's see. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. Thank you. Got your message. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life, we live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through, look, talking about destiny, destiny came out. Firm foundation, you good. You good. Through saying yes. The fated life is the one we're born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses. And it takes courage and faith. What was on the bottom of the deck? The strength card, power. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you, or choose one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal to doubt or rear. It's normal for doubt to rear its ugly head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. The inquiry, right? What are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? Stay in your comfort zone or jump? I know exactly what that is. This past summer, I went cliff diving. And when I did that, right, I could have went back. I got up there, right? I was taking somebody to the spot. Or we were both, no. Anyway, we traversed to this spot. Person one jump. I'm like, They get down into the water. They're like, jump. And I'm like, I don't know. So I paused for a second. It was like 3 minutes, for real. And I'm like, do I go back down that same path, right? Because it was treacherous to get there. Like, this was no small journey. Let me just tell you this. It was no small journey to get there. And then, like, legs jello. Like, just jello. I got a choice to go back or leap. I looked at the journey back, the way in which I just came. I had a moment with my higher self. I said, okay. And we jumped. The choices seem simple. But when you remember the experiences along that path, you may not be so quick to stick to your comfort zone. You may choose a slightly different adventure, a slightly different launch. Just saying. Are you truly comfortable where you are? I don't think so. Is it routine? Yeah. Is it familiar? Yeah. Or does it make you truly happy? Nope. Because if it did, your souls wouldn't be crying out the way they do. You wouldn't be searching the internet, crawling the way Neo did, looking for something more. Just saying. You wouldn't be if it were. I want to know. Tell me, Archangel Metatron. I remember. Of course, Archangel Metatron remembers. Scribe. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. That's what you need to remember. What does prosperity look like for you? I'm talking about a whole new earth. Don't be selfish now. We're not here to be selfish. We're here to help lift the vibration. May. I remember. Prosperity lies ahead. Archangel Metatron. Throat chakra. What'd I tell you? Foundations and achievements. Another four. Another four. What didn't I tell you? Do not bite your tongue. Do not bite your tongue. It's coming from something beyond yourself. Don't do it. Share your story. You have no idea how much it's going to help people. It may seem insignificant to you, but I promise you it's not. Whatever Do not bite your tongue. You have to get rid of that voice of doubt that tells you not to. Firm foundation. I'm not kidding. It's going to move so fast. You see this mountain, this pinnacle, this is everlasting. See the rainbow? It's everlasting. All my star seeds, all my crystal children, you all should be identifying as non-binary. And if you don't know why, then you're at the wrong place. You haven't figured out the balance, the yin and yang within self. That's non-binary. It's not about sexuality. It's not about gender. It's about wholeness. 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 It's not about trans anything besides a transmutation of energy. That's it. Again, we are here to remove the confusion, the web of lies the devil has laid thick. And I just use that term because people tend to understand it. It's incredible. You need to speak into existence now what it is you wish to see come about for the new earth. And you need to meditate on it first. And I mean that. Because this is bigger than anything you personally want. That's why you have to do the healing. Because if you don't do the healing, you manifest from a selfish three-dimensional place. And we are so far beyond that. It's about the many. The bull protects the herd, all the cows within their harem, so to speak. It's about the greater. It's taking shape. We are seeding a new earth as we speak. As I said, we are seeding a new earth as we speak. Yes. Yes. Look at all these star beings. Look at all these light beings. Look at all these ancestors pouring down. The glow. I'm going to tell you this. You're going to get a lot of comments about your energy. It's potent shit right now. You're glowing. Like literally. All of this has been a culmination from the Lionsgate portal to now. Ooh, eyes on fire. Holy shit. Look what's on the bottom. Balance. You are now going to be the beacon of light in the great abyss of the darkness. Please know this. Protect yourselves, because this is how you come through this gateway, as a beacon of light in the abyss of darkness. Power. So much power. Wow. It's so funny. I'm looking at this card, and all I can see and visualize is Atlas. But remember, Atlas had it on his shoulders, right? The bull doesn't struggle. It was built for this. Remember, you were built for this. My God. This is amazing. You need to congratulate yourselves. This was no small feat. You can feel it. You can feel the exuberance, the vibration, the excitement. You can just feel it. It's palpable. I'm getting like transfiguration energy. The light body has grown exponentially. You need to understand this. They're going to be drawn. There's an eclipse coming. The face, the mask, it just reminded me of the eclipse that's coming. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know who it is that's trying to do eclipse magic. Don't do it. Please don't do it. You're not ready. That's all I'm gonna say. My star beings, right? You don't need to do anything. Stop messing with stuff. You don't need to do anything. You don't even understand the activation you've gone through, and so at this point, it's pointless. You understand? And if you don't, again, you shouldn't do what you shouldn't do what you're going to attempt to do, because it's pointless. You don't need to it. Everything you can imagine, anything you can think of, it's just going to appear. Just be mindful of that. So you don't need to do this, okay, with this eclipse. I don't know who you are, but I see you. I'm telling you the truth. It's going to end disastrously. You can manifest anything you want right now. Anything. What do you want? Because it's bigger than you. And I tell you now, if you go from this high vibrational energy to something selfish, it will be removed. Like, do you understand? Like, they will take this from you. You will be sent to the back of the bus. But as long as you stay in this high vibration, thinking of the all, it's unending. It's unending. But please, stay away from this. Don't do what you think you need to do, because you don't need to do it. Okay, please leave that alone. They're going to be drawn, okay? This is intense. And you're going to see a magnification. See, that's the sun card, like you are the beacon. This is why you can't close your throat chakra. You have to speak. You have to. You have to just say what it is you need to say. No fear of consequence. You've been sanctioned to say and do what it is you're about to say and do. Go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Any other messages? I came right back out. A time for healing. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. See what I mean? We just had that. No, 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 no. We didn't. Sorry. It's the full moon, not the new moon. That's coming around again. I mean, we've already experienced it for sure for this year, but, you know, it's past. Something will be revealed during this next eclipse. But it'll also be released. You know what I mean? Like, eclipses are about banishment. And no, you don't need to do banishment work. It's coming on its own. Conclusions are within reach. Crown chakra, base chakra, stand your ground. Wow, look, 717. Yo. Look, again, that Atlas vibe, yo. You good. You good. Whatever's coming, and whatever, not even coming. I feel like coming is more like an epiphany, an aha. It's more like this deep, 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 deep. I was made for this. Like, you've managed to check your shadow. That's what the biggest realization is going to be for some of y'all. You really have. Look, it's proper. You don't fear it anymore. For some of you, that's exactly what that is. You don't fear it anymore. You're comfortable with it. You embraced it because it's you. It's just part of you. It's not a negative. It's just a part of you. It doesn't define you. It's just a part of you. An aspect, if you will. You realize, and you will realize, that when it comes to these energies and the balance needed and the strength needed and the alignment needed, as long as you are in alignment, you're good. You're really good. But when you're out of alignment, your shadow creeps forward. There's this hyper awareness of self that's going to be so comfortable. Some folks might even think that you got an answer for everything now. You know, all these numbers down here boil down to success. It's a 6. 717 boils down to a 6. This is a great awakening to self. You're finally going to be able to release your own internal guilt, is really what it feels like. All of this unnecessary questioning because others have tried to make you feel less than. People tried to throw obstacles in your way, try to make you feel segmented, broken, destroy your peace. But again, this solitude, beautiful. Conclusions are within reach. See the colors? Right. You're good. You're good. You're coming out stronger, bigger, better than ever. Just remember, they're going to be drawn to the light. I get that so strongly. Yup. You good, though. You good, though. That's really all I can... You are the vessel. I want you to know this, right? You see all the cups right there? There's 9. You see the pyramid, the mountain shape has been coming through over and over and over again. See that? Stand your ground. Remember who you are. Know who you are. Oh, it's about to get deep. It really is. Like, yo, they about to blow your mind. You see the pillars? And look at the bench. Foundations. Oh my God, yo. You know that bench is big enough for 2, right? Don't mean you gotta share it. I like how it's not blocking the heart. She's actually crossed over the solar plexus energy. She's got that ego well checked. That's awesome. I like it. I really do. Because the base chakra, see the legs are crossed, right? Yo, good job. Good job. Protect that energy. All of it. You know you are a divine vessel. I really am talking to my star seeds. I'm not even joking. You know who you are. See the crown? See that cup coming down? Yo. Yo, it's Gucci. I don't know how else to say it. Like, everything is, oh, I'm here in Lauren Hill. Everything is everything. What was meant to be will be. Right. Guys, it's amazing. Like, I'm not joking. For those of you who really, really, you about to see so much abundance in so many ways. But not just for you. You're going to see the ricochet and the ripple around you Because we're here to bring about a new earth. This is just not about material harvest. This is about a true transformation. Believe it and see it. Guys, you're ready? I hope you are. I know you are. I see it. Stand your ground. You know what you know. Stand by what you know. Stand by what you're getting. Do not back down. This is not about being argumentative, but this is about you not backing down. You know what you know. Stick to what you know, because it's coming from something beyond yourselves. Y'all been activated. Truly. The choice was yours. This was a 5-year. It's just that simple. The choice was yours. To stay on that Ferris wheel or choose to ascend. For those of you who chose to ascend, you're really about to see proof positive. You should start to see instant manifestations if you're not already. Guys, I wish you nothing but the absolute best. Light, love, infinite abundance, and welcome to the new earth. Bye.